Hey adventurers, welcome to the crew. I'm Sealor Agenda, and this is my Let's Play of Pillars of Eternity. In the last episode, we managed to kill Sly Cyril, claim the bounty on his head, and we are now headed to the merchant in our keep at Cadnua to engage in an inventory management episode, because it's been a while and we desperately need to do so. Hope you enjoy. Okay, let's take a look here. We have absolute piles of weaponry. I need to get this sorted. First of all, I have a fine rod. Do we have anything better than that? But you know what? Alright.
Greetings!
Thanks. We need to cut out anything that's not, like, kind of good, because I am never going to sort through all this otherwise. That could be kind of good. Hold on to those. Don't need that. I'm not holding. I'm not ever going to use that. Everything that's not at least fine quality, or like high level, I'm just going to sell right away so that it makes it easier to sort through everything else when I re-equip the party in a second. This book. I generally hold on to the books. Some drugs. Love drugs. We do have a lot of fine equipment. It's been quite a while since I re-equipped the party, much longer than it should have been, but been lazy about it. Now that's not the real problem. The real problem is our stash. Well, that's the high level MR. Hold on to that one. We have a lot of, Beavers are definitely artificers. That makes good sense, yeah. We had a lot of equipment we looted from Zorips. That's a decent grimoire. Maybe we'll hold on to that one, too. That one I don't need. I don't know if Ongwith and Shields are good or not. I'll hold on to them for just a second. That one's not. That's a really good greatsword, too. Okay. Pelagina's definitely getting a new sword. I just haven't decided which one yet. We really only have one greatsword user, unfortunately, so... holding out some of the cooler looking helms. Those are all ingredients. I think we should keep those. These. Some of them might be quest items we should probably hold on to. Books and stuff. Yeah, that's true. Definitely useful if you fight a dragon. Okay, 2,800 gold for all that. That's the junk, basically. Now, alright, let's see. For myself, I have this hat that offers intellect and immunity to confuse, and I have a cloak of protection. It's pretty good. Ring of protection. What's this do? Oh. Haven't really been using that. Might even be better for one of the tanks, honestly. Bearing that in mind. Club. What's this? Scepter. Faster than what I'm using. Does Ader use a scepter? He does. Is this a straight upgrade on his scepter? No, it's just identical, I think. guess the Ongwithan Scepter is also effectively an upgraded scepter. Oh, and it's got 20% attack speed. Okay, it's actually better then. So never mind that. Robes, mail. It's not well organized. Okay, I don't see out here any better wizard weapons. We do have piles of weaponry in here. That's a fine scepter, just generic. Okay, I don't really have anything better for the wizards. What about armor? I have fine scale. Shut up. I meant it's perfectly organized. To be fair, it could auto-organize a little nicer. Okay, I have fine scale. That's DR9 and minus 35% recovery time. Yeah, no, it's valid. It's valid. Ooh, that's really nice, but terrible armor. I die easily enough as it is. Maybe I'll give it to Oloth. He wears, like, no armor. Minus 30% recovery speed, huh? This might be worth giving to him, actually. Less armor, yes, but technically speaking, if he gets stabbed, it's gone badly anyway, so... Who wants... Does Ader have a ring of protection? He has a ring of deflection, that's not as good. Have a ring of protection. Although actually Palagina dies more. Maybe she should get it. She is the other tank. Right, armor. Just trying to figure out armor. This is really good armor, but too heavy for me. Just want to see if we've got anything that's, like, straight up better. Because I like having a certain amount of defense for myself. No, most of this is very heavy stuff. This isn't too bad. Defense against confused, charmed, and dominated as well. But it reduces recovery speed even further, so probably pass. Is there anything that would be suitable for Oloth to wear? I could give him this ring just for no real reason. What do these boots do? Ooh, defense against stuck, paralyzed, and hobbled. You know what? Ader, you can have those. Oloth, you can have that just because somebody might as well wear it. What's Resolve Ring? I think that's defense related, so there you go. What else we got? Stock. Daggers. Pistols. Shields, belts, etc. Yeah. I'm sure he loves them. Okay, we do have random max endurance, but no, somebody should be wearing that. Perception +1 and a minor. Okay, somebody should be wearing those too. Let me take all these that are actually good out. That's pretty good. Oh, that's really good for somebody. Okay, hold on. Let's potentially pretty good too. Okay, who wants this stuff? You're kind of the tracker. How about you take this? Oh wait, what are you wearing already in that slot? I mean, that's not bad, but I think for your role this is more relevant. I'll give this to somebody else. Maybe you could have those. And who wants this? Healing bonus to healing received. Aider? These give dexterity? Yeah, that's not even the right thing for you. Have the bonus to healing. What? Oh, right, wrong slot. What am I doing? Keep the will thing then. And here, Palagina, you can have the bonus to healing received. Shouldn't you? Isn't that what I did? Oh, that's not what I did. Who the hell did I give the perception gloves to? Oh, here they are. Thought that is what I did, but apparently not. Yes, tracker should have the perception gloves. In my defense, they have exactly the same tooltip, or not the same tooltip, but the same image. Okay, who wants the spellbind then? She kind of already has a spell. How about you, Kana? You're just standing around firing a gun most of the time. You might as well have something. Oh, endurance bonus, that's right. Is that even better than this? Will is pretty good, though. I mean, that makes it much less likely to get mind controlled and stuff, I'm pretty sure. I mean, Olaf has and Kana have literally nothing, so they might as well wear it. If nobody else wants it. Bonus to healing received or max endurance. Kind of hard to tell which one of these is actually better. Apparently this is worth way more, so I'm going to go with maybe that's better. Maloth, you want some health? Okay. Do I have any other fancy? I mean, I have armor and weapons still that I got to go through for everybody else, but do I have any other amulets and things sitting around? No, I have this. Arcane Dampener and Intellect. Probably that would be better for Aider or Palagina, so there, we'll do that swap. Okay. Now let's look at armor. Aider has a fine brigandine, damage reduction 12. This crucible plate is literally identical, but possibly more badass looking. But let's see if we have anything that provides even more damage protection than that. 8, 11, 14. Now that's what I'm talking about. Okay. Okay, 14 is the winner. Have some fine plate, Aider. Alright. Then that's a pretty good helmet. Cloak, gloves, yeah, so dexterity gloves don't really make sense for him, but I don't have anything better. Unless somebody else has some you should switch with. Not particularly, we don't have that many magic gloves, so. Although I guess on the basis that they don't really do anything for him, I could give them to somebody else. I think pretty much any of these people use dexterity more. I'll give them to myself. Okay, rings of deflection. Healing receive. Oh, he has that already. Okay. He's got this now. That's all good. Is there a better weapon available? No, it's much more common to get. I think you pretty much only pick up the belts and boots when they're like specific enemies, whereas pretty much every enemy drops some kind of armor and weapon. Right, what weapon is he using now? Flail, 12 to 17. Okay, amongst one-handed swords, I have also this club, which does 12 to 18. Okay, that's a candidate. Let me collect all the decent candidates, and we'll see. That's just a baseline fine sword, although it does actually do more damage, but... We got Whispers of Yenwood. Oh, what's this? Oh, delay unconsciousness for 3 seconds. Or does anybody not have boots? Yeah, several of us. Almost all of us have them. You're right, actually, I should wear those, because I keep dying while trying to cast spells. Yep. Any other one-handed weapons? That's just a scepter. That's a fine flail. I don't think that's actually an upgrade over this one. No. Shield, plate, brigandine. Oh, there's more fine plate in his inventory already. Well, hold on, that might be good for... Cape. Crossbow. Alright, what do I have in the chest? That's a lot of damage from that saber, actually. Hold on, that's a candidate. Crossbow. Rapier, probably not. Other rapier. Poleaxe. Got a lot of generic fine weapons, but... Okay, so currently he's got Gaun's Flail, which converts grazes to hits, restores damage's endurance, and is fine. So that's actually pretty good. Especially this. This has damage against prone, stunned, or flanked enemies, and it definitely does a little more damage, but I don't think I prefer it. It actually doesn't do more outright damage otherwise, so I think that's out. This does do more damage, but that's it. This is much better against spirits specifically, but not that... Yeah, lifesteal is really good, but not that good otherwise. This... damage, crit damage, grazes to hits, accuracy and damage. This is really good for somebody, but since Ader is the dedicated tank, I think I'm going to leave him with the lifesteal weapon for now. He's not really supposed to deal damage anyway. Per se. Alright, so that's Ader. Kana has a hat. He has fine mail. I can probably upgrade that. Let's see here. You know, this brigandine is basically the same. I might not be able to upgrade that, honestly. Loth's leathers. I could give him less armor. He's not really a frontliner anymore. He kind of was when we got him, but... Is there anything that's well suited to him? This, maybe. Defense against confused, charmed, and dominated. Or this. That's kind of handy. Oh, the recovery speed's actually lower. That's not great. This would be better. Maybe let's give him this. Isn't that garish? Perfect for him, really. 2 hands presenting a key, huh? He's a little light on equipment in general, but he'll be alright. And now he has an arquebus, which does 28 to 42 damage, but it's very slow firing. Wonder if we wouldn't be better off to just give him a pistol. We haven't picked up any enchanted arquebuses, but we do have several of these nice enchanted pistols. Exactly, yeah. Well, you can have a magic gun. Plus 10 accuracy to an ally attacking the same target. Oh, that's nice. And shock damage. And DR bypass. Which I think they all have DR bypass. I have 2 magic guns, yeah. Sankarum Spark and Forgiveness. DR bypass and damaging 1. They all have DR reduction. I think that's just a property of guns, which kind of makes sense. So this has marking and shocking lash. This has attack speed and damage. I don't know, actually. They're both pretty good. That's true. Forgiveness does do, with the damaging one, it does pretty much the same damage, and it's definitely going to be much faster firing. That said, this does have marking, which is nice. Alright, let's give him forgiveness. It's a Western story for some reason. You're right, Gil would reply. I bring forgiveness. Adorable. Alright, let's give him that. I think, considering it's just a baseline arquebus, the magic pistol's just going to be much better. If we could find an enchanted arquebus, that might change things again. Sagani. She's only got a basic helmet. Do we have any better helms? No. Well. Okay. The duelist's hat looks cooler, but the acorn helmet is more back to nature-y, which seems correct. Yeah, that's the purpose of it, surely. Gotta make a pun. Okay, that's good equipment for her overall. Weapon. She has this hunting bow, which has accurate 2, which is pretty good. And she can do crush damage, which is pretty good also. But we might have a better bow. Let's see. Crossbow? Nah. That's just a different principle entirely. We don't have anything better in here. How about in here? That's a hunting bow. Let's check that out. And that's just a fine hunting bow. Probably not actually better, but let's look. Okay, so this does more damage, but it doesn't have the crush damage option, which is, to be clear, pierce damage does like almost nothing against skeletons and some types like that, so crush is handy against them. It doesn't have the accuracy either, but there comes a point where you just have to risk fighting the fancy enemies. This does much more damage, more than the fine bow even, and it converts grazes to hits and inflicts damage over time. Yeah, crush is bludgeoning. And it's very themed towards her, passed down through an Inutonic tribe. I can't remember if that's her type of tribe, but close enough, right? All tribes are basically the same anyway. Sorry. Believed to have been blessed by the gods. Every huntress to wield it always returns from the hunt. Arrows find their way unfailingly to a vulnerable point. I think this is an upgrade for her. It doesn't have crush damage, but it does convert grazes to hits and do a lot more damage, including over time, so let's go with that. I could also give her... She has backup one-handed weapons. Yeah, I could just replace the backup one-handed weapons with a different bow. She's not really intended to get into melee at all, so probably that's the play. And then, armor. She has fine hide, DR7. And that's 25% recovery speed, so... yeah, Loth's is not better. Oh, shields. I didn't look at shields for Ader. We should do that. I think we have better ones probably, but... Fine Brigandine. Fine Mail. Most of what we have is just generic fine armors, which are not necessarily gonna be better than the fine armor she's got. Hide makes good thematic sense for her too. I think it's what she came with. That's way too big a recovery speed penalty. Yeah, we'll just leave her with the fine hide. Pistol skill. I don't actually know what qualifies as pistol skill. I feel like it's technically pretty much the same skill as bows, but maybe I'm wrong about that. That's a point. That just does pistols just do piercing damage too, though, so the crush damage backup makes more sense. Yeah, I think we leave her with this armor then. I don't have anything clearly better than that. I did forget to look at shields for Ader. Larder door. Bashing 2. 16 deflection. It's a lot of deflection. It is literally a door. Which... See, this fine large shield is pretty much the same, except it doesn't have bash, so that's not better. So maybe we don't have a better shield. I don't know why a larder door is inherently better suited to bashing than any other shield, but apparently it is. Do I have any other shields in here that are better? Well, that's pretty solid in itself, but it's not a large shield. It doesn't offer as much deflection. Makes perfect sense. I'm with you. Okay, I understand now. These are all small. These are actually kind of bad, now that I look at them. They cost more accuracy than... Yeah. Oh yeah, this bronze shield is beautiful, but heavy and slow, because literally costs more accuracy than a heavy shield with more deflection. So these are relics. I should just sell them. Yeah, you know, actually, we don't have anything better than the larder door, really. This is the only other really enchanted shield we've got, and these are pretty handy, but at the same time, still less deflection. Okay, Palagina. She has a breastplate, which is fine, and more damage reduction when low health. Okay. The deflection on the door is 16, I believe, so we don't have anything that offers outright more than that. And it has bash, so. Okay. Defiant, plus fine. There was an enchanted shield that was 20. I see that. Usually these... I think the 8 is in the 12. Maybe I'm wrong about that, though. But I think, like this being 16, I'm pretty sure that I need a not fine shield to compare to now, but I kind of sold them all. Okay, this is a fine medium shield, 12 deflection, plus 4.
Welcome.
You should have like 70 medium shields that I just sold to you. Oh my god. So many bows. Wait. Shields were under armor somewhere, right? Nope, they were not. Okay. Shields where? Oh, interesting. No, okay, these are 12 without that, and then the fine ones are another plus 4, I guess. So you're right, actually. Okay. Then maybe we should give him this enchanted shield. Yeah. Okay. I'm gonna go on the principle that I think you're right about that. But maybe I'll look it up later and find out I'm wrong. I'm gonna hold on to the larder door for now. But I think you're right. This must be actually, probably, hopefully, 20 deflection. Fair enough. Well, okay, the weird thing, though, is I'm pretty sure it does take enchantments into account when it calculates damage on weapons. Like, this fine sword with plus 15% damage, this is a bigger damage number than a normal sword would have, I'm pretty sure. So it seems weird that it doesn't seem to on shields, but I think you're right, it must not on shields. Okay, so with Pallegina, oh, she can't wear headpieces because of her weird head thing. That's interesting. Makes sense, but kind of a unique problem to have. Okay, so but if we keep her with this, or basically do we give her fine plate? It costs recovery speed and we'd lose Defiant, but it's even more damage reduction. Or we do also have, no, that's more recovery speed too. I don't think we have any other equivalents that are... Yeah, it's pretty much a binary here. It does come out to 20 total. Okay. Well then, yeah, he should use this. This is better. Okay. So then, breastplate or plate? You know what? Double extra weird. I know for a fact not fine plate is 12 DR. We have a bunch of sets of it, or we just sold a bunch that were at 12. Here's normal plate, 12. Here's fine plate, explicitly 14. So somebody forgot to code that in on the shields or something? Maybe. I'm waiting. It's from Superb. Oh, exceptional. Yes, it is exceptional. That's true. There are like, it's like fine and then exceptional and then superb, I think. This armor does say fine +2, yes. But it takes it into account right here. Whereas, apparently it doesn't do that with shields. Or at least not with that shield. Oh, you know what? No, maybe it does. Well, okay. No, it does with... No, it doesn't, because we just looked up a bunch of normal medium shields were also 12. Yes, fine is a separate category from exceptional. It goes fine, exceptional, and then I think superb. I do think all of these shields are not adding their numbers into their deflection properly, whereas all of the armor and stuff does. And the weapons too. Oh, a separate category. How do you mean? Like, it's a different property, like a different, basically an enchantment of sorts. Even though you could definitely get it just by being a really good blacksmith, but oh, would there be a reason for fine to count and exceptional not to? I don't think so. No, they're basically just different tiers, I think. Unless, I mean, okay, somebody could have programmed it wrong in such a way that exceptional doesn't get taken into account and fine does. But you would... Mechanically, they should just basically be tiers. Okay, this is just a normal fine greatsword, so I definitely have two better options on this. Is there no mechanical difference between these? As for Pallegina, I think I'm going to leave her with her breastplate because it has Defiant. And because she's supposed to be a little more damaging than Ader. instead of switching to plate, but we might go back on that later. I'm going to hold on to this fine plate for now. Okay, I have at least two other two-handed swords somewhere around here. I think they might be in the chest both. Let's see here. Yep. That one and not that one. That one. Okay, let's compare. First of all, this is just a fine S-stock versus a fine greatsword. I kind of want to see what the difference is. Both slow. Interrupt 0.75. Damage 17 to 24. 4 accuracy, 15% damage. The S-stock just has DR bypass. I think it's just straight up better. At least I don't see what its disadvantage to offset for the DR bypass is. Yeah, shields are maybe just weird. I don't know. So in a vacuum, I guess I would swap this for this, because I don't see any reason not to. But then we have these two enchanted swords that we should take a good look at. Drake's Bell we just got. Actually does less damage, which is interesting. But it does have enormous DR bypass, which I think means, practically speaking, it's going to do way more damage. Plus damage reduction against burning, plus really good against beasts. I think it's 8. I think it's 8 from two separate, like... I think it gets 5 just for being an S-stock or whatever. Yeah. And then it gets another 3 for its own special, rending. One of them is DR reduction, and one of them is rending. And that adds up to 8. So these ones should add, yeah. Damage reduction, and then beast damage. But then we do also have this option, which is Justice, which deals more base damage and deals 25% crush damage, plus 10% is crush. Once used by a paladin as an executioner's blade during a long-forgotten crusade. Maybe? I think weapons count damage differences, though. Just not, the DR doesn't really get added in properly, I guess, but I think damage does. Well, in fact, I know it does, because this doesn't have fine for a base damage increase. This does more damage by 15%. Now, this will definitely deal more practical damage because of all that armor bypass, but yeah, I don't know, it's weird. So this has Crushing Lash, whereas this has Burn-proofed, Beast Slaying, and Rending. Armor bypass is really nice. I think probably this does do more damage against lightly armored opponents. It's probably valuable to just carry both of them and switch between depending on whether we're fighting a well-armored opponent or not. I don't think she's ever going to use that pistol, so... Drake's Bell for well-armored things, Justice for not well-armored things. Or anything that seems like it's weak to crushing damage. Yeah, that's true, actually. If she was going to use a backup pistol, give her this one. Okay. I think that's everybody sorted then.
Good day to you.
Maybe I'm missing something still, but I think. So let's sell what we're not going to use. Baseline plate, no. That's kind of a quest item. I should hold on to it just because, but maybe I'll put it in my... Okay, I have to be out of this screen to put it in the chest. Fine. Hold on to that. Nobody's going to use this or this. Nobody's going to use that. These are all special. Maybe I'll hold on to them. I think a pistol does count as a one-handed weapon. No tooltip? Oh, nope, counts as two-handed. Yep. Okay. Apparently pistols do count as two-handed. So there's no advantage there. Sell that, sell that, sell that. I'm gonna hold on to this just in case I later figure out that something about that deflection number isn't right, but, yeah. Sell most of these, probably. Shouldn't need them. We have 2 enchanted pistols, so I'm gonna sell this one, sell that, sell this cape. Literally no one uses a crossbow if they're actually good at using a normal bow. Sell that, sell that, sell that. Sell that and that, because we have way fancier stilettos and hatchets if we need them. Sell this, because the odds that I actually ever remember to use it are 0. Sell that, because we have 2 better bows. Sell that, because we have just better weapons. Same with that. I'm going to hold on to the really unique magic items, but the generic stuff we don't need. Oh, somebody should probably wear that, huh? Okay. Crossbow, goodbye. Rapier. Small shield. Dagger. Scepter. Rapier. Flail. Terrible shields. Poleaxe. Rapier. Greatsword. Flail. Spear. Stiletto. Shield. Rapier. Spear. Hatchet. Poleaxe. Flail. Arbalest. I did neglect to re-equip Durance, but we don't really use him in combat anyway, so he'll be fine. Maybe I'll hold on to a fine robe or something, just in case. This might be useful in quests still. We use that as disguise once. The other 4 things here I just think look cool. I'm gonna keep them. Okay. That's 15,000 more copper in items. So we're doing alright financially. Say, Mr. Merchant, you wouldn't happen to have any camping supplies that I can actually find in this pile of garbage, would you? Oh, yes, you actually would. I'll take all of them. Thank you. As many as I can take. Okay.
I'm here.
Alright. The party is... yeah, looking cool is critical. The party is re-equipped. I had been putting that off for a while. Who doesn't have an enchanted something? Kana, have this. Okay, anything else? Last moment. Do we all have hats that look cool? Loth does not. He has a floppy hat. Here, Loth, have this, duelist's hat. There you go. Is this enchanted? Oh yeah, intellect. Pelagina cannot wear a hat, sadly. Very cursed. But she kinda has this feather thing going on, that's alright. Would any of these be better for Sagani? They do not make sense for her, really. Well, the winged helms are cool, but, yeah. Let me sell that floppy hat.
Greetings.
Goodbye. Okay. Oh yeah, we need to upgrade things more. What am I supposed to do about this guy? He's just... why can't I just kick him out? I don't want a wanted criminal named Nairi the Deft Hand. Okay, 900... 800, 800. Let us... okay, let's start upgrading the house then. Alright. Where is this one? Yes. Okay, pretty good progress today then. I'll go ahead and leave off there for now. Hopefully we finally got all the bugs in the stream worked out. Thanks for watching, everybody. Hope you all have a nice evening. This is Sealer Agenda, signing off. Thanks for watching, adventurers. New parts will be up every other day, or you can watch live on Twitch. If you did enjoy the video, consider leaving a like or subscribing. Have a nice day, adventurers. This is Sealer Agenda, signing off.